Hi, I'm Nancy Landrum. I'm here to tell you that it really is possible to talk without fighting. I've been where you're at. Fighting hurts. Fighting is exhausting. Fighting or days of cold silence create emotional separation and eventually a sense of hopelessness. You question why you ever fell in love with this person in the first place. And is there any hope of feeling those loving feelings again? It's a lonely place. These strategies stop fights in their tracks. What to do when you're hurt and all you really want to do is hurt back? The part of you that wants revenge is a very young, immature part. We all have a 2-year-old inside. 2-year-olds only want their own way. 2-year-olds are incapable of being mature or having self-control. The concept of taking turns is foreign to a 2-year-old. So, when your inner 2-year-old is in charge, you use any tactics at hand to win, to be right, to best your partner, to hurt your partner back. 2-year-olds escalate fights even when they know that it will take days to recover. 2-year-olds ruin a lot of marriages. So the first step is to take control away from the 2-year-old inside. Imagine a literal 2-year-old starting to dash into a busy street. You would not sweetly say, "Honey, don't do that." Rather, you would forcefully grab that child to stop a tragedy from happening. It's a tragedy about to happen every time your 2-year-old is in charge of a disagreement. When something Jim did or said that triggered my 2-year-old, I would clamp my jaw shut to stop the nasty words from coming out. Then pause to have this conversation with my 2-year-old inside. If I let you say what you're about to say, the fight will get worse, and later you'll have to apologize for being so mean. Do you want to apologize? 2-year-old Nancy always shouted, "No." The adult Nancy would then say to the 2-year-old Nancy, "So let me use one of the strategies I've learned to calm things down." That immature part of me would just want to hurt Jim. In the moment, it feels so good to be mean and yell. It feels powerful. But later I would feel ashamed and apologize. So I would switch to my adult self to choose one of the following strategies. We all long to be heard and understood. Fights escalate when both partners are speaking, but neither one is really listening. 3 key phrases to diffuse a fight within minutes, all to be said calmly, without attitude. Listen for the purpose of understanding. This is how it sounds. You say to your partner, "You feel very strongly about this issue. Tell me more." When you have thoroughly heard your partner's point of view, if you still disagree, ask, "May I now tell you why I feel differently?" By listening, you've earned the right to be heard. And by being understood by you, your partner is far more willing to listen to you. The next phrase is, "I'm so sorry I hurt your feelings. It was unintentional. I apologize. Will you forgive me?" Only say this if you mean it. Insincerity kills the goodwill of an apology. And the last phrase is, "I truly want to understand. So may I repeat back what I think you're saying to make sure I got it right?" And then keep repeating back your partner's words, but also repeat the feelings that you see behind the words. The more you hear accurately, the deeper your partner's communication will go. Often the real reason behind the upset is something much deeper or an issue much older than what is happening currently. As you understand, you'll have more empathy, making it easier to work out a solution. Now, how to help your partner really get you. When we deliver our message using phrases that are attacking or demanding, the knee-jerk reaction of the receiver is to be defensive and counterattack, to fight back. 2-year-olds are great at this. Generally, attacking or demeaning messages have lots of accusatory use in the message. Identify the disrespectful language. For example, "You are so thoughtless. You knew it would hurt me when you did whatever. Why can't you remember to turn off the lights when you leave the room? I've told you 1,000,000 times to whatever. You refuse to do it because you don't love me enough." Did you hear all the attacking and accusing going on with that way of saying you? Now switch those messages to respectful language. Those are called I messages. It's I think, I feel, my concern is, what I desire is. Notice the different use of you in these examples. Yesterday, when you came home long after I was expecting you, I was worried that something bad had happened. I was really scared by the time you finally arrived. Here's another example. I understand that paying the electric bill was never a problem with your parents. My parents' poverty was such a big reality for me as a kid. I guess I never gotten over the fear of not having enough for you and the kids. Even though we aren't that poor, as a gift to me, would you try harder to turn off any lights that you don't need? I'd really appreciate it. Do you hear the respectful, kind use of you, and also the vulnerability in that statement? Here's another example. When you leave the table without offering to help clean up, I feel resentful, taken for granted. I don't like feeling like that about you because you do so many other things for me. Can we talk about this? I don't want to end our evenings with these bad feelings towards you. Respect is powerful. Respect nurtures the feelings of love. Disrespect diminishes our feelings of loving each other. The words we use, our tone of voice, our body language, and willingness to be vulnerable all determine if our message will be received with understanding or rejected with either silence or harsh words in return. Play with these strategies, these tactics, these words. Experiment. Be your own detective and see if using one or more of these strategies makes a difference. And please let me know what happens. You can download a written version of this video to remind you of how to talk without fighting. You have my love and support.